Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In our previous videos, we have seen about the inheritance concepts. In the today's video, we are going to see about the next concepts of Java. Next, we are having the concepts of overriding. Overriding, it is a process of providing the subclass specific method implementations for an inherited method. Now, here, what does this mean? So, this is a process where you're going to give the subclass some specific methods from from the parent class to its child class. When a method from the superclass is inherited to the subclass, in subclass we can change the method logic by keeping the same method declaration. Now we can just keep the name of that method same, but whatever will be the inside, that is the implementation of that particular method, can be changed in overriding. If a if a subclass provides the specific implementation of a method that has been declared by one of its parent class, it is also known as method overriding, the same thing. Method overriding is possibly only in case of inheritance. You can use this overriding only in inheritance and not in any other other concepts of Java. Next, let us see what are the usages of this Java's method overriding concept. Method overriding is used to provide the specific implementation of method which is already provided by its superclass, as it was told earlier. Now let us see, there is a class A, and from this class A we are extending a baby class B. So now here, if there is a method yum, and inside this method yum, say for example there are the implementations E and F. Now for this method you can just keep the name same here. You can keep the name same of that method and you can change the implementation. It means like this. Method overriding is used for a runtime polymorphism. Now what is this runtime polymorphism? We'll see it again shortly. Next are what are the rules of this method overriding. There are three rules here for method overriding. The very first rule, the return type of the method must be same as declared in the superclass. That is, if you have the return type as void yum, and if you are inheriting this void yum method from the parent class to the child class, then the return type that is there here, it should be void yum itself. It cannot be int yum. It will be wrong declaration. So this is the first rule. Second rule, method name must be same as declared in the superclass. Here if you have used yum, then here also in the child class you need to use yum. If you are going to use yel, then it is the wrong declaration. Signature must be same as declared as in the superclass. The signature, whatever will be inside the parameters and other things, that should be same as that of the superclass. Logic can be different. Yes, we have known this, that is the implementation can be different. We can optionally use an annotation that is @override. So whenever you are overriding any method from the superclass to the subclass, you need to use this annotation that is and override. It is optional. You can use it or you can just skip it. Let us see an example here. Here you have class that is engineer. Now this engineer class that is there, let us make this the superclass. Now what is overriding? Overriding is the method can be overridden from the superclass to the subclasses with different implementation. Now here you have a method that is work. Now this is a superclass method. Superclass method. So in the term overriding, this superclass method that is there, this only has to be overridden. That is, you have to change the implementation. This is implementation. This can be changed. Now, if you see here, you have engineer, class engineer, void work, system.out.println, engineer works. Alright. Next, one subclass has been extended from the superclass, that is software engineer. So this software engineer, here you have overridden the work. As you can see here, the work is being overridden. The return type is also same. So here if you want, you can write override. You can also write override. Now if you see the implementation, software engineer work. Now here the implementation is engineer work. Here it is software engineer works. So the implementation is a bit different. Now next, again there is one more subclass here which has been extended from the same superclass. From the same superclass, that is engineer. Again it is going to override the work method. You can see here electrical engineer works is the output. Now next, again one more is also been taken here. It has been extended from the superclass to the subclass. Again the same civil engineer works. So this is how you can override the same class with different implementation. The same method with different implementation from your superclass method. And whenever you want the output, you need to create an object of that particular subclass to get the output of that particular class. So let us see this in a programmatical way. Program, create a project, Java project you're creating. Next, name of the project, I'm going to give the name of the project. I'm going to give the name of the project as overriding. Next, finish. Control N for the source. Here you're going to take the class. Name of the class, I'll just give the name of the class as engineer. Finish. From this, I'm going to extend another class, that is software engineer. Now this software engineer is going to get extended from this engineer class. I'll just give extends engineer. From here, I'm going to give void work. And here the implementation is going to get changed, that is system.out. Save this. In the same way, again I'm going to extend one more class here. So in the same way, you can extend any number of classes that you want. So I'll just be extending 2 classes here. Let us create the test class. So you do have this yes e dot work. Okay, it is work, not works. Work. Save this. Let us run this. Now you can see this content, that is software engineer work. Now if you want the output for only engineer, you want to create the object of only engineer. If it is electrical engineer, you can create the object of electric engineer. And also let me just show you the annotation override. So if you want to add override, if you want to understand that this particular content is being overridden, or this particular method is being overridden, you just need to give it as override. You just need to give it as override, and you will be getting this override in the light gray shade, so that it is understood that this particular method that is there, it is being overridden from the parent class to the subclass. How the overriding works, and we understood it how we are going to write this overriding. Now let us see if you remember properly, in the previous video I had told you about one concept that is called as overloading. This might get confused with overloading. So let us see some difference about overloading and overriding. Method overloading, here it is method overriding. Method overloading is used to increase the readability of the program, whereas method overriding is used to provide the specific implementation of the method that is already provided by its superclass. Method overloading is performed within the class. Method overriding occurs in 2 classes that have is a relationship, that is inheritance. In the case of method overloading, parameter must be different. In case of method overriding, parameter must be same. Method overloading is an example of compile time polymorphism. Method overriding is an example for runtime polymorphism. About this compile time and runtime polymorphism, we are going to understand in the further videos of Java. For now, you just understand that it is an example for this. In Java, method overloading cannot be performed by changing the return type of the method only. Return type can be same or different in the method overloading, but you have to change the parameters. That is, the signature must be different. Return type must be same or covariant is in method overriding. Covariant also means same. This is all for today's video. For the further videos on Java, stay tuned. Bye bye.